When everyone chases money and power, the wise know that knowledge is the only asset that never loses value. Benjamin Franklin, one of the founding fathers of the United States and a master of wisdom, once said, "An investment in knowledge pays the best interest." This quote came from witnessing the power of learning and understanding, which surpasses material wealth. Franklin wanted to emphasize that knowledge is the only investment that is both enduring and capable of yielding returns across time. Learning should be seen as an essential journey in life. In a room filled with manuscripts and old mechanical computers, a young man worked tirelessly to solve an almost impossible puzzle. Every number, every algorithm was a step along a tightrope between success and failure. Others couldn't see the pressure he felt. They only saw silence and tense eyes. Yet, through persistence, knowledge, and intellect, a miracle gradually emerged. One solitary person could change the course of the world solely through the power of their mind. 8. In 1939, Europe stood on the brink of chaos. Warships cut through the waves, bombers spread bombs, and millions of people trembled under a blood-red map. Amid the madness of mankind, there was a young man sitting in front of a blackboard, writing symbols no one could understand. His name was Alan. He did not carry a gun, did not wear a uniform. His only weapon was his intellect, a weapon so ordinary, yet powerful enough to show the entire world the true worth of the human mind. Bletchley Park, the secret base of minds gathered by the government, was where Alan worked. Outside were bombs, but inside there was another war, intelligence against despair. Their mission, to decipher the Enigma system, the machine said to be unbreakable, of Nazi Germany. Every day, thousands of soldiers died. Every minute that passed was a life lost. But Alan did not see blood. He only saw sequences of characters. To him, war was a problem, and if there was a solution, he could change the world. Since he was a child, Alan had always been different. While other kids ran and played, he would sit quietly, watching the tiny lights move inside a clock, wondering, how can time flow? He spoke about numbers as if they carried feelings, and about machines as if they had souls. But no one understood him. No one wanted to befriend the strange boy who saw the world differently. They called him a weirdo. They laughed when he said that one day, machines would think like humans. But Alan never got angry. He didn't fight back, he learned. He studied in solitude, guided only by curiosity and quiet passion. He learned to understand the world, to uncover the order hidden beneath its chaos. 2. Bit by bit, through endless nights of silence, the boy kept learning, planting every fragment of knowledge like a seed of hope. And one day, the world would remember the strange boy who once believed that human intellect could create miracles. He once told his friend, "If we are patient enough, knowledge will return everything the world took from us." And now, in front of Enigma, the steel monster of war, he was ready to repay that debt. In the first days at Bletchley, Alan was silent. He was not good at speaking, nor in cooperating. His teammates called him arrogant. But behind those calm eyes was a storm of logic. He worked day and night, wrote hundreds of formulas, and tore them apart when wrong. Numbers became bloodstains in his mind, but Alan did not stop. One winter night, when everyone was asleep, he stared at the machine he had built, a massive block of metal, spinning, roaring. Someone stepped in, softly saying, "You have gone too far, Alan. This thing cannot work." Alan did not reply. He only smiled. A smile of one who saw light where others only saw darkness. He believed that nothing was truly impossible. Only people who gave up before the final try. Because sometimes the line between failure and triumph is just one more attempt, one last ounce of faith. And those who dare to hold on when everyone else lets go are the ones who rewrite the ending. That day came. The sky was gray, and the wind howled through the narrow window. seeping cold into every corner of the room. Dim yellow lights flickered, painting tired faces, yet behind those eyes, hope still burned. Alan's hands trembled as he reached for the machine. His fingers were cold, but his gaze blazed with belief. Everyone around him held their breath. Only the metallic clatter echoed, steady, mechanical, and merciless, like the heartbeat of war itself. A sequence of letters appeared, slowly. Alan frowned. Then suddenly, one number matched. His eyes widened. Another symbol aligned. And another. He stepped back, disbelief flooding his face. The room froze. Even the air seemed to stop, as if the universe itself held its breath. Then, in a voice barely above a whisper, he murmured, "It's done." The Enigma code, the steel monster once called unbreakable, had fallen. A sigh broke the silence. Then came a shout, applause, laughter mixed with tears. After endless nights of despair, the room burst alive with victory. But in the midst of celebration, Alan stood still. He looked at the machine, now slowing to a stop, his lips trembling, eyes reflecting both pride and pain. He whispered softly, "Thousands will live just because we dared to believe." He never fired a single bullet, yet he defeated an empire, armed only with the precision of his mind. But every victory comes with a price. The project had to remain secret, his name erased from reports, from history. The man who ended the war would not be remembered. Alan returned to the same small room where it all began. The same worn desk, the same flickering light, the same rain tapping against the window. But this time, no one sat beside him. His only friend, the one who had believed in his impossible dream, was gone forever. He sat before the silent machine, running his fingers across the gears that no longer turned. The world had been saved, but its savior was forgotten. Society called him a monster, not because he was brilliant, but because he was different. He did not belong to the world he had just saved. One quiet evening, he gazed at the London sky after the war. Ruins stretched across the horizon, smoke still rising, yet among the ashes, children laughed, chasing each other through broken streets. A flock of birds soared across the red-tinted clouds. Alan smiled, a fragile smile, as gentle as a breath. "All that we have learned," he whispered, "is the one treasure that can never be lost." And perhaps that was his true victory, the victory of a man who dared to dream in a world afraid of dreams. Knowledge is the only investment that never fails. It doesn't lose value over time, can't be stolen, and never depends on luck. Everything you learn today, no matter how small, becomes a quiet brick in the foundation of your future. You may not see the results immediately, but with every experience and reflection, things begin to connect, and one day, you'll realize that everything you've learned has led you exactly where you needed to be. Dare to learn, to explore, and to apply what you know, and you'll see that the power of intellect rivals even the strongest weapon. Weapons can conquer for a moment, but intelligence can change the course of history. Knowledge teaches us patience when others rush, understanding when others judge, and the strength to rise after every fall. It doesn't just make us smarter, it makes us more human. Sometimes the knowledge you quietly gather in silence, the nights you study while the world sleeps, the failures you endure without giving up, becomes the seed of something extraordinary, because knowledge never betrays those who stay loyal to it. And one day, you'll understand that everything material can be lost, but what you've learned, what you've understood, and who you've become is the one treasure time can never take away. Would you dare to invest your time and effort into learning something others call useless? Sometimes, the smallest thing you learn can open a door you never knew existed. If you started a new journey of learning today, even just one small step, could it change your future? Share one thing you're quietly pursuing right now. Who knows? That might just become the turning point that changes your life forever.